Here's a look at today's assignment. The learning targets are: I can define an integer and tell you the meaning of an opposite. I can make sense of adding and subtracting of positive whole numbers through the use of a number line. And again, we're going to be looking at the Calaveras County Frog Jumping Contest. Here are some notes to help you. So an opposite, it says right here, the opposite of a number is the same number but with the opposite sign, positive or negative. A number and its opposite are both the same distance from 0 on the number line. For example, the opposite of 4 or positive 4 is negative 4. And the opposite of negative 9 is positive 9. When you see this minus and then this negative inside of the parentheses, that becomes a positive. The opposite of 5/10 or positive 5/10 is negative 5/10. And then here's some more examples of opposites. So the opposite of 6 would be negative 6. The opposite of negative 7 would be positive 7. And they're both the same distance on the number line. So here's my 0, and 4 and negative 4 are both 4 away from 0. Elliot played the video game twice. So here we're back to Elliot with his video game that we discussed in class. In each game, the frog made one hop. After the second game, the frog ended up the same distance from 0 as after the first game, but on the opposite side of 0. How could the frog start at 3, hop once, and then in the second game again start at 3 and end up the same distance from 0, but in the opposite direction? There are many ways you can go with this. You have to write out how the frog jumped. To help you use this number line, you can use the laser pen or the actual pen and actually write on the number line, show where the jumps are. And then the last slide, how would the frog hop to meet the following requirements? So frog, or from 3, so you have to start at 3, make one hop, and land on 6. So I noticed to go from 3 to 6, it has to go to the right 3 times. So you would write 3. From 6, make one hop and land on the opposite of 6. The opposite of 6 would be negative 6. So how many to the left did it have to go? And from the opposite of 6, make one hop to land on the opposite of 6. So that one you kind of have, it's a kind of a brain teaser. So you start at the opposite of 6, which is negative 6. You make one hop to land on the opposite, which would be positive 6, and then on the opposite of opposite 6. So you go back to that negative. What moves did your frog have to go through? Again, you can use the number line to help you. Use the laser or pen to move around that number line. And check your answers.